I've got two cubes in front of you. The one on the left is a GTS 3M that is boron treated with heavy magnets. The one on the right is a Weilong WRM that is not boron treated with light magnets. I've been using the one on the right for the past 6 months as my main 3x3 and one-handed cube. And today, I wanted to let you guys know that I'm switching back to this for 3x3, for two-handed. The reason is not because this is a bad cube. The reason is because I'm an idiot, and that has been causing me to get worse 3x3 times than I should because I'm not properly controlling my hardware. Let me explain this. The light magnets on the WRM are fantastic for one-handed. My algs seem to flow better, and my hand gets less tired when I'm doing solves. These are really important factors to be able to have a cube and a solving style that fits one-handed turning. You want to turn fast, and because your hand is, one hand is doing all the work, you want to make sure that it doesn't tire out, it doesn't get exhausted, and it doesn't cramp up at all during your approximately 12, 14-second solve. On the other hand, when you're doing two-handed, you want stronger magnets to be able to, not do U-perms, but to be able to have the cube not flex as much when you're doing algorithms that require your hands to not stay in home grip and essentially make sure that things are stable at the center. Things like J-perms, or in that case L-perms, or the RUDG perms, where you've got to be moving lots of layers. These things are things that, for me, heavier magnets allow the cube to stay more stable and prevent as much flex. This is something that I've complained about in cubes since, the GAN 356, way back in the day, in 2015. And it just came to my realization one day when I was thinking about, oh man, I'm flexing too hard on this worm. Why don't I go get a worm with heavy magnets? I thought to myself, I already have that. It's a GTS 3. They have the same interior mech. This one's boron treated, which is really nice. And I was never terribly bothered by the ridges anyway. So why not just use this cube? And I have been, and my times have gone down, and they've gotten more consistent, and I'm able to spam faster in PLL. What does this mean? Is the worm a bad cube? No. It's a fantastic cube. And it's literally the same mech, so it's a great cube. I've been using essentially a type of a worm for the better part of a year and a half. But I'm just so dumb. I decided to go from a boron-treated heavy magnet cube for 3x3 to this. And I've gotten good averages. Think of Virginia, qualifier 2019, where I got a 752 average. But also in that average, think about the fact that I had a couple of PLL mess-ups that probably cost me PB average. If I had heavier magnets, maybe that wouldn't have been the case. Anyway, the moral of this video is don't try and force yourself to use a new cube unless you're certain that every aspect about it is good. I'm going to be switching back to the GTS 3M for a little bit for two-handed because I don't need another worm when I have this right here, which is the same mech but with the heavier magnets. And I'm going to try this. My times have gotten better, and I'm going to see if that translates over to competition success. Meanwhile, the worm is a great cube. And with these light magnets, my one-handed times have gotten faster and more consistent. Obviously, this summer, Warm Up Sydney Worlds and Nationals didn't go as I expected and as I desired, but my times are still good, and a couple of competitions does not decide how good I am at an event in the long run. So I'm going to keep using this for one-handed. And moral of the story is, don't be stupid. Make sure your cubing hardware is what you want it to be. And don't feel like you need to switch to a new cube just because you got a new cube. Anyway, thanks guys.